Hello guys and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic with me, Darth Fast, right?
In those Foxes.
Last time we met a sorry end to Canderous' side quest.
I think this has affected me in ways I didn't anticipate. I think I'll need time to sort things out. Thanks for what you did, whatever your intentions might have been. I just need time.
As you remember from the last part, the confrontation ended with Jagis taking his own life.
Got something on your mind?
He never did actually say why he decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
You know, are you always going to be this elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
Yeah, really.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And there's all the critters and the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
You could do that on your own.
So I could. Not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
You know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Now tell me more what you see.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can't be all bad.
Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, you'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
So you're always some kind of observer?
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo!
Yes. What is it?
Something wrong?
I was remembering Taris.
I'm sorry, Johanna.
No, it's all right. I think I'm over the worst of it. I apologize again for lashing out at you. It was not your fault. It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and a meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
And those rattles.
There was always the danger of raccoons coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. We could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Was that bad? Was it that bad?
with no money to spare for any amenities. Even the enclave on Dantooine seems a paradise in comparison. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Okay.
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order, the one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians, she was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point, if there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris, but then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Your parents?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic to save the galaxy if we can.
Fair enough. In case you're wondering, Lord Farticus is a bit tired at the moment, so he's going to lay down. And it's going to just be me finishing off this episode, and I think we'll go a little bit here today, because I'm a bit tired too. So, after this video, there will be no more uploads for today, I don't think. This is going to be my last upload today. This is going to be my last upload today, and then we won't be seeing you up here hearing anything from me or Lord Farticus till at least tomorrow, as we're both tired and we both need a break. So we'll continue. I'm gonna continue this video by myself because he's too tired to continue, but I'll be finishing up soon, and you won't hear from me till tomorrow at least. Also, guys, check out our latest upload today. Our idea for a new Olympic sport, Taekwondo bum wrestling. It's quite a watch. You see me and Lord Farticus act like absolute plonkers as we try and show you our version of an Olympic sport that could be in Rio if the idea gets taken on by Locog or any big sports company, and hopefully we'll be able to see it in a professional competition or in friendly matches around the world. So that will be exciting. So, where were we? We're not going to talk to anyone on the ship, we'll leave it till later on. We're just going to get back onto Manaan. We'll take our two trusty Jedi. More than 2 years into the Sith War, the Jedi set a trap for Revan and Malak. Only Malak escaped. This is your daily thing from cashier number 2. Daily update from cashier number 4. Not cashier number 2, there's no such thing as cashier number 2. ding dong. Ding 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 dong ding 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 dong. You droid.
Obey the laws if you're on Manaan, human.
It's Morgan Freeman in the droid. Oh god. Don't worry, I'll follow the rules. I do not need to pay a docking fee.
The Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
God, stop talking. You sound like you're gargling your own vomit. It's disgusting. Let us go this away, this away, this away. Let us go this away to this.
Celians don't know what they're gonna miss. When the Sith Empire finally crushes the Republic, then we'll see how long their vaunted neutrality lasts.
Okay guys, we're going to end the video here. Next time we're going to talk to this Allura person and do the Sunday murder trial. This has been Darth Farspipe. Lord Vicus sends his regards, and may the Force be with you always.